Hello friends, welcome to online Python internship program. In this internship, we'll learn how to develop web application using Python Django. So Django is basically a framework to develop web applications. You start learning Django framework by installing the required software. So let's start. We need to install Python. We need to install Django server. So let me show. Let's move on to Google. Google. So type Python. Type Python. So this is the official website where we can download Python software. So go to official website and go to downloads. Go to downloads and click on Python 3.9.2. Download Python 3.9.2. So installer has been downloaded successfully. Click on that installer. Click on that installer. So this is 64-bit Python installer, and make sure that you have to check this path to add the environment, add the paths to the environment, and click on install now. It does take some time to get installed. We have to wait. Okay, setup was successful, and click on close. So after installation, we need to verify Python. So go to command prompt, type cmd. Here we need to type Python. We need to type Python space hyphen version and press enter. It shows Python 3.9.2. So Python is installed successfully. The version is 3.9.2. Along with Python, we need to install pep2. So it is also already installed along with the Python. To verify the pep version, we need to type the command. To verify the pep version, we need to type command pip space hyphen version. So pep is also already installed. The pep version is 20.2.3. Okay, so we have installed the Python software successfully. So after installing Python, what we need to do is we need to install Django server. Before installing Django server, we need to create a directory. So where we need to create a directory, I'll create in C drive. So let's move on to C drive. Let's move on to C drive to change of directory. So in C drive, what I'll do is, so to create directory, I'll type mkdir and space and the directory name that I'll give. So tech project. So whatever the name you want, you can give to create your own directory. Okay, directory is created successfully. So now to move on to tech projects, type cd tech project. So right now we are in our newly created tech project directory. So in this directory, we need to install Django server. So before installing Django server, make sure that in your system, the Django server is already installed or not. To verify Django server is already installed or not, we need to type the command. So to verify the Django server is already installed or not, we need to type the command django-admin space hyphen version. So it says Django admin is not recognized as an internal or external command. That means Django server is not yet installed in your system. So to install Django server, what we need to do is, so before installing Django server, we need to create an environment. Environment is like a space where we can install our Django server. To create the virtual environment, so we need to type the command, so pi -m venv virtual environment, and the virtual environment name is, I'll give my project. So this is what the command we need to give to create virtual environment, pi -m venv, and my project is the virtual environment name. Whatever the name you want, you can give. So and press enter. Okay, press enter. It just takes few seconds to create virtual environment. Okay, our virtual environment has been created successfully. Let's move on to our virtual environment. Virtual environment cd space my project. Cd space my project. Okay, so we are in our newly created virtual environment. So in this virtual environment we need to install Django server. To install Django server, what we need to do is we need to type the command. So py-m pip install Django. So this is what the command we need to give to install Django server in our newly created virtual environment. Okay, so press enter. So press enter. And please remember, so while installing Django server, and make sure that your system is connected with the internet, because it will get download some of the required packages from the internet. So please make sure that so your system is connected with the internet while installing Django server. Okay, so finally the Django server is installed successfully. So after installing Django server, what we need to do is we need to verify the version. So which version we have installed. So to verify the version, what we need to do is, so we need to type the command. We need to type the command Django -admin space version says, so 3.1.7 Django server is installed in your system. Okay, finally we have installed all the required software to develop uh, web applications based on Django framework. So from this step onwards, what we need to do is, before doing anything, so we need to create a project. So how to create a project in Django environment or newly created environment? So first, so to create a project, so we need to type Django. We need to create project here first. So to create project, we need to type the command. We need to type the command Django admin space start project space demo project. So this is what the project name that I'll give, demo project, whatever the name you want you can give. So, and this is what the command we need to give to create a project in the virtual environment. So after installing Django server, so Django -admin start project and demo project. So and press enter. Okay, so our project has been created successfully. Let's move on to our project. Let's move on to our project, a demo project. Cd. Let's move on to our project. Cd space demo project. Right now we are in our newly created project. So in this project we have to create a new app. So to create new app, so what we need to do is we need to type the command. To create new app, we need to type the command python. Okay, and the directory is in C techno project and my project. Let's move on to the directory. Go to C drive. There we can check tech project. So in the tech project, so we have to select my project. In this my project, we have created demo project. So here you can see, so in demo project we have n number of files like URLs, like some of the settings of those files. So we can talk about these files later. Let's move on to command prompt. So now what we need to do is we need to create an app. Now we need to create an app. So to create an app, we need to type python manage.py start app space my app. So this is what the command we need to give to create an app in our newly created project. Python manage.py start app and my app, and press enter. Okay, our first application app has been created successfully. So let's move on to our directory and check it out. our application has been created or not. Let's move on to demo project. So here our first application has been created successfully. In that applications, so we can find a number of files like view, like app, and some other files. We can talk about these files later. So these are the steps that what we need to follow to install the Django server in our system successfully. So hopefully, so you understand all these steps. Please follow these steps carefully. Okay, after creating the app, after creating the first app, so we need to start the server and we need to check whether our server is running properly or not. To start the server, so what we need to do is we need to type the command. So to start the server, we need to type the command python, so manage.py and space run server. This is what the command we need to give to start Django server. So it does take some seconds to get start. Does take some seconds. Okay, finally, so the server is up and running successfully, and it shows this URL containing the IP address along with the port number. So we have to move on to browser, and here we have to type localhost. Here we have to type localhost colon localhost colon 8000 and press enter press enter. Okay, we have to wait for some time. Okay, finally Django server shows this page. It means that Django server is successfully running. So this is what the steps we need to follow to install Django server and to run the Django server. So hopefully you like this session. So thank you so much.